A few years ago, we decided to try to grow vanilla in South Florida. I thought we'd share what went right and what went wrong, and what we learned along the way. I hope you enjoy. So, we're going to go around and try to pollinate some flowers today. So, see how that turns out. Got my handy little head glasses here, so we're going to see how they work. The neighbors really like these, I'm sure. Yeah, we will see how it works. And extra long toothpicks. So I'm gonna try to pollinate some and try to give the camera an angle so you can see. It's gonna be kind of odd for me because I'm not, you really got to, it's very delicate. The sections of the flower are extremely delicate. So you really need to get, if you're old as I am, you shake a little bit, you really need to get, somehow you're resting your arms so you can really move your hands very slowly and softly, because you can tear the flower. You really have to destroy the flower anyway to get inside it, but you can really destroy all the male and the female portion of the flower if you're not careful. So, and I'm not very good at it, so it's obviously I'm going to get a chance to get a lot of experience. So hopefully by the time this year's over, I'll have gotten it down pretty good. So I really need to get some folks with some smaller hands and younger eyes, but it's just us, so it's just got to be what it is. So we're gonna do the best we can. So again, I'm gonna be kind of at an odd angle so you guys can see, try to get you to see, and that's so this is gonna be kind of a massacre, but maybe you can kind of see the parts of it, because it's really small, really hard to see. But I'm gonna try my best to make it so you can take a look. So anyway, wish me luck. Let's do this. This was kind of the first way we were trying to pollinate these flowers, and quite frankly, although a lot of folks do it this way, you really just destroy the flower, and we kind of found that it just really, we weren't having very much success with it. But this video, you can actually kind of see the parts of the flowers as you're doing the pollination. So, but this was early on. A lot of these did take, but and it was really just kind of butchering this poor guy here. But we did. I do think this one did turn into a bean. That flap right that I'm lifting, kind of see the pollen. It's actually the toothpick's touching the pollen. It's underneath that flap right there. And I was trying to kind of loosen that flap, because what you need to do is then take that pollen sac and place it on the female part of the flower. And at this point, there's a little skin, like a little flap that's blocking that. And I'm touching that right now, and you kind of see it. I'm trying to lift that up and out of the way so that I can then push the pollen into the bottom part of that flower, which I'm doing right there. So I think this one probably took, um, but that's kind of was the process. But you see, it really butchered this poor guy afterwards. Again, this one kind of butchers the flower, but you can actually see the parts of the flower a little bit better. So I figured I'd show you this one as well, so you can kind of maybe see what I'm doing. Because later on, the hands are just in the way, and there's a lot going on, and it's hard to see, and you really can't tell what's going on. But here, again, there's that flap with the pollen on it. And I'm trying to lift up and then try to then take the other flap that's underneath it and move it out of the way. There's the pollen on the end. You can see it right there. Then lift the other flap out of the way and then push them together. There you go. I think that one worked. And right here just was kind of showing where, you know, how the process can be time consuming and why vanilla is so expensive. Because it's not an easy process, especially for someone as elderly as me trying to do this with old hands and old eyes. But anyway, we are getting a lot better at it. I've got to where I can did 98 in one day, and actually it was in like probably an hour and a half just recently. So I feel a lot better about it, but initially it was just really time consuming. But we got through it.
Okay, you're still recording.
Well, I pushed it off.
Inappropriate language.
Okay.
Let's come by, baby.
Okay. Are you okay now? Can you hear now?
Recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Are you sure it's recording?
It's recording. Okay, you ready?
Hold on.
Okay, how close are you gonna get?
Well, you've got it. Dude,
Okay,
it's so
okay.
teeny.
See that? Okay. All right. What I've been doing is just pulling this back, and then there is the male section right there. I'm gonna lift him up just a little bit to get him loose. And he's got the pollen on the bottom. Okay. Then this little flap underneath there has to be put out of the way. So I'm lifting it up out of the way, so then I can push this pollen down on the female part of the plant, and that should have worked.
And all you see is your big fat fingers. Out the way.
Great. Okay, there's another one on this side. All right. Here we go. Okay. You open up the flower, and here is the reproductive portion of it, right? Okay, if you see this little flap here underneath it, you see that yellow in there? I don't know if you can see that on there or not, but that's the pollen that's underneath. And right now there's a flap that's underneath there, this right here, that's keeping that pollen from touching the female part of the plant. So what we need to do is, first I'll kind of lift this up just a little bit, the male part, I gotta loosen it up so I don't, there, and see now I flip this flap underneath it and out of the way, and now take the male part, give it just a little squeeze, and now the pollen has touched the back of that flower, so it should be pollinated, and that should give us a bean.
Should it?
Beanie. Beans are good. Like beans. Cash, beans, same thing. Okay? I'm starting to get some nice sized beans. Let me back up. That's huge. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So another one, smaller one here, starting to mature. Right here, got 3 beans, just to make sure you can see that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, unless we're doing wrong. Okay, here we go. 3 nice beans there. And we got some more that look like they're gonna mature here, and we got some here that look like they're coming in. These are newer. There we go. There's one. Some more here. Look like these are probably gonna work. Over here as well. There's some other good ones. Nice size ones coming in. One of the earlier ones we pollinated. Here's some. Here's some right here, and several going here and here. So, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Some more beans. And lots of flowers. So we've got more pollinating to do today. Been pollinating for a few weeks now. And some of the first ones you can see, they're kind of lower on these little pods. The higher ones are younger, of course. First ones we did, you can see, not all of them took. learning. I think we probably made a lot of mistakes, but we're doing pretty good. Getting beans, bros. Check them out. That's what I'm talking about. So, quickly too, you can see we fertilized recently too, and these guys are getting bigger, and a lot of leaves and greenery. It's been raining as well, so they've actually been doing really well too. Oof, look at all that. I need to get in here. And now they're starting to grow out again and reaching out everywhere. And I need to get these vines back on the main lines. Like here, it's really getting out of hand. Out here by these flowers too, which is awesome. Ooh, look at that bean. Beanie time. And then we got, anyway, ooh, another bean. Another bean. Lots of beans. I like beans. Anyway, another bean. Another bean. Anyway, so they're growing out. Reaching out here, getting a little of this afternoon sun. It's not too hot. And back it up so you can kind of see. And doing really well. Beans on this aisle too. So that's good. Everybody's. But if you look down here, I've been marking. It moves slower. He tells me I'm shaking. I'm moving too fast, and it makes you sick watching the videos. I apologize for that. But anyway, these orange tags. Hold on, wait for this. Plane. Yeah. Okay. He's gone. All right. So these orange tags I place on these rows that have beans. So, and then red tags, and if you see those, my wife's been going around putting those on the actual plants that have the beans. This will easier to see when you're coming out here in the mornings and making sure we don't miss anything. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows here with beans, which is awesome. On this side and over on this side, ooh, well, I see she's been out here marking some other plants. So we've got some new tags she's putting on, showing exactly when, and the ones that she's doing, she wants to make sure that she's doing it right. So, which is very smart. And she's actually putting little tags on the plants that she pollinated herself. You can see right here, she pollinated this one, and it looks like it's gonna work out. There's another one she pollinated these, so just want to make sure she's doing it right, testing herself, which is awesome. We've had some family come in to help too, which is great because we were on vacation. Went to Vero Beach, and of course, it landed right in the time when everything was flowering. So luckily we had some family come out here. Appreciate you guys, and tried to pollinate a little bit while we were gone, and actually we had lots of flowers for them to pollinate, which is great. So, but now we're just trying to track what's been done and how things are working, because we're all learning here, and it's been a little tough, right? Because it looks like initially we weren't doing very well. But now it looks like we're getting the hang of it. I do think this year is going to be just a year of test, see how we do. And then we've got a whole other big, huge layer of the processing, right? Because just a little temperature here difference, or timing here, how long do you do this process, how long do you do that process, what temperature do you do it at, which, you know, everything, that all matters. It could mean from your beans being phenomenal vanilla to horrible vanilla. So I'm sure we'll make lots of mistakes as we're working through this, but that's going to be just part of it. So but it's just exciting to be able to have beans. Oh, I see she's got some more pink tags over here, some more she did this morning, I think. So that's good. Hopefully this isn't, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't, they all be completely blurry to you, and I do apologize if that's the case. So anyway, ooh, look at all those flowers. Isn't that crazy? So, but it looks like some of these did not take. The first ones we did. And it's also, we have, this, maybe some of the plants just aren't mature enough to actually process the beans too. So I don't know. We got, it's going to be a big learning curve, and we're just trying to, just try to do the best we can and try to monitor, but it's very difficult to monitor. One reason is just individual plants. One thing I was really thinking about when I was designing this and laying this out is, some people have plants that are very separate. You can kind of tell, maybe they're kind of in like a teepee instead of like one pole. And that teepee keeps everything kind of together, and the plants kind of wrapped in together. It's pretty easier to see individual plants. Mine are in just this biomass, right? I mean, they're just wrapped all together. This might be the leader from who knows how far down this way or that way, because it's all kind of mixed together. So, it's just the way it is. It's not going to be able to change now. You look across it, you can see how thick these plants are getting. It's really awesome. So I need to probably fertilize again soon. I could tell definitely when we fertilized some fish fertilizer. They love that. Put that down in the base of the plants, and they just kind of sprung to life. And plus all the heat. The heat's getting really hot now, and a lot of rain, so that's all been good. So anyway, we're learning. We're getting beans. That's cool. So we'll, just move on to the next steps, the next phases, and see how things work. So anyway, she got a bunch of tags on today. That's good. So there's some more. And anyway, that's what's going on. So more to come. In one of the recent videos I did, I took this cutting that I'd accidentally taken off while I was doing some maintenance. There's the top of it, and here it is, and I wrapped it down here into this bag, which had a really poor companion in there that wasn't doing very well at all. See this little guy, but I put this guy in here, and he's new, and I put the roots down at the bottom, put the just a little bit of the roots in the base of the plant down here, and look here, all this is all new. Hope you can see that. This is all new growth. He's doing really well. It's got some roots coming in down here. Can you see those roots? See how strong these plants are. This little piece was right here. I'm going to take a fat hand. This little piece right here was here, but this is all new growth. These roots are all new, and this is all new growth, and this new lead coming out of here. So once he starts moving around and gets big enough, I'll work him up this way and wrap him around and bring him up so he can join all his friends up here. But as you can see, these plants are pretty strong and hardy with the right situation. So that's where my weed eater got him, unfortunately. Hope you can see that. And then just wrapped him around, and here he comes. So good deal. That worked out. Nice.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening and staying till the end of the video. It's kind of a longer video this time, but we had a lot to cover. So things are going well. We got beans, we got flowers, and we're ready for the next phase. So thanks again. I appreciate everything, and take care.